Hello, friends. I wanted to touch base with you today because it is the last week of October. I know it is like we are getting so close. We are getting so close to starting Como Gives and to really kicking off the year end giving season. So close. Okay, so not to totally freak you out, but yes, Halloween is Saturday. Saturday. My kids keep telling me, and one of them already broke one of the buttons off their costume, and I have to fix it. And I'm like, what is going on with you people? So I wanted to reach out to you guys today because when we did our year-end fundraising training, we had a lot of people ask, where do I start? Because they said they have so many ideas, they're not sure what to do, or they said they're completely new to this and they didn't know where they needed to start, or they said that they were just so busy that they just can't even focus. They're like, I don't even know what to do. And then I was prompted because ACT is so on the ball. Check this out. I donated to them last year in Como Gives, and I totally got a mailer from them already. Way to get it, guys. This is so awesome. So I'm celebrating that I got a donation letter. Yes. I don't know. Do other people celebrate that? I guess I do. And I wanted to use this letter as an example to show you guys where you would start. There's 3 pieces that I want you to think through when you are getting ready to start your year-end fundraising campaign. I want you to assess what you have. That's number 1. And number 2, I want you to recycle. And then number 3, I want you to start with your big rocks. But first,
now before we get started, I want you to mark your calendars for October 19th. It's a super exciting day. We have 2 really big things happening on October 19th. The first thing is we kick off our Craft Your Ask 3-day challenge. So dedicate 15 to 20 minutes a day and join us as we write our year-end fundraising asks together with instructions and feedback and support, all on the nonprofit Marketing with Purpose Facebook group. It's free, it's awesome, and the collaboration will really help you make sure you have the right year-end ask for your organization. And then the second thing that happens on October 19th is that registration opens for our year-end giving training. Now, this is the same training that helped our local nonprofits raise over $1.6 million last year. Well, that and like a metric ton of elbow grease and awesomeness, because they are incredibly awesome and they worked really hard to earn all those donations. And I gotta tell you, the thank you notes from this training are really what keeps me powering through the whole year, because I know that I'm making a difference for these nonprofits. Now, this year, our training is going to consist of 5 on-demand year-end giving training modules. We will also have social media and email marketing schedules and templates for you to use and modify for your own campaign. And then we'll have live support in our breakout sessions and virtual office hours. And you can get all the details for that training at youmaycreate.com. That's youmayecreate.com. Registration closes November 15th. All right, now let's get to business. You're on a mission, and you just need more people to know about it. And whether you're brand new to marketing or a seasoned pro, we are all looking for answers to make marketing decisions with purpose. I'm Monica Pitts, a techie, crafty business owner, mom, and aerial dancer who solves communication challenges through technology. This podcast is all about digging in and going digital. I'll share my marketing know-how and business experience from almost 20 years of misadventures. I'll be your backup dancer, so you can stop doubting and get moving towards marketing with purpose.
So first, we're going to assess what we have. So ACT clearly has past donors, right? They have a mailing list, and you might have an email list. You might have a Facebook following. You might have lots of volunteers. One organization that I'm working with, Lizzie's Walk of Faith, they have a junior board. I am so pumped. I get to talk to 14-year-olds tonight about how they're going to promote Como Gives. Yes, I'm going to bring my 9-year-old with me so she can hear all about it because she thinks it's the best organization. Okay, so those are all things that these people have. You're going to use what you have right now because you don't have time to build anymore. Like, you don't have time to build more. Everybody starts where they are every single year. And every single year it looks a little different because you built throughout the year, right? So we're going to focus on what we have. So obviously ACT has a mailing list. So they mailed this to me. Okay. The second thing that you're going to do is you're going to recycle. So what worked last year? Now, ACT may know that sending a letter works, right? And a lot of people tell me that sending a letter really works for them. I also know that emails really work for Como Gives. So we're going to lean into what we know works. You don't have to create something new every single year. You can use something that you already have. You can recycle it. Okay. So give yourself permission to send a, revised version of your fundraising letter from last year. You know it worked. Okay. And then third is you're going to start with your big rocks. Okay, so starting with your big rocks, what do I mean? So what I want you to do is I want you to build the biggest thing first. Because with that biggest thing, you're going to break it into smaller pieces and use it in the rest of your marketing to promote your campaign. So, for example, in this letter, ACT talks about a story. They talk about, and this is so great. You guys, it's like you followed the template. I don't know if you actually did or not, but I love you and thank you for your letter. So they tell a story about Barbie. They're building rapport here. They're telling me how long they've been at this. And they are inviting me to go give at Como Gives. So we can share this same story about Barbie. We can share that in a social media post. We can also share this right here, how long they've been around. That's another social media post for me. They also sent what your donations can buy, right? Every single one of these are a social media post. All of them. Every single one of them can be a social media post. And all this information here, you can put this all into your emails. All of them. So you start with the biggest thing first, because then you have all of the components to build all your smaller things. When I'm designing something, one of the most time consuming things about designing it is getting all the stuff and plunking it onto the canvas so you can start moving it around and seeing how it works. So when you start with the biggest thing first, then you have all of your components and you can move them around in the different mediums and make them work, like copy paste style, right? So like I said, all of this information in this letter and in this what your donations can buy, these are things that they can use in their social media and in their emails. And it's awesome because they started with the biggest things first, right? They started with their big rocks. Okay, so there you have it. In a nutshell, where are you going to start? You're going to assess what you have. What do you have right now? You're going to start where you are. What do you have that allows you to promote and reach people and have those conversations that you need to have to run a successful year-end giving campaign? The second thing you're going to do is recycle. You're going to use the stuff that you already have from last year that worked. It's okay. It's totally okay. I mean, change the date on it for heaven's sakes, but it's okay. And then third, start with your big rocks, right? Start with the big things. And then you can break all those things down into smaller pieces and repurpose them throughout the rest of your marketing. So now here's a thought, and not a completely self-serving one at that. You know those year-end email templates, the ones I emailed you about recently? And if I didn't email you about them, well, basically they are a complete schedule of when to send your emails, plus fill in the blank email templates for 11 campaign emails for $7. And you can go download them at mayecreate.com/year-end emails. Those could be the starting point for your year-end giving campaign because they could be your big rock. You can start there. That's where I start with all of my promotions for anything that I'm doing. I start with writing all the emails because the emails take me forever to write. So start with those year-end giving email templates. Those are your big rocks, right? Once you get that stuff filled in, then you're going to pull out stuff and you'll use it for your social media posts. And you will also use it for your letter, your donation letter. You can pick one of those emails that you like that resonates with you, or pick parts of different emails from the templates and turn those into donation letters to send out to people, or take parts of it and turn it into a postcard if you're going to use a postcard, or whatever you're going to do. Now, to recap where you're going to start with your marketing, assess what you have, recycle, and start with your big rocks. And that's it. Those are the three things. So once again, shout out to ACT, right, for doing this good work and being on top of it. Let's get planning, friends. Now go forth and market with purpose.
Thank you so much for joining me today. And before I let you go, I want to remind you one last time to mark your calendar for October 19th. Join me and other nonprofits in crafting your year-end fundraising ask on the Nonprofit Marketing with Purpose Facebook group. And also go over to youmaycreate.com, youmayecreate.com, and check out what we're offering this year for year-end giving training. Registration closes November 15th. I'll see you there. And until next time, go forth and market with purpose.